It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bills and the Jets on Monday Night Prime.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we talk about the phrase last but not least. That qualifies here. It's the final game of week 1 and one of the most anticipated debuts around these parts in a long time. All eyes on the new number 8, Aaron Rodgers, making his first start as a... A new era begins here at MetLife Stadium. The Bills and Jets underway to close out week 1. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So peel back the curtain and let the show begin here. Here we go, partner. After 244 starts in a Packer uniform, it is the first start here in New York for the newest Jet, Aaron Rodgers.
And does that mean we can all exhale now and just enjoy the show? So much build-up, so much speculation, so many of us wondering how this is going to turn out. It begins right now.
Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So Aaron Rodgers here getting his first run in a Jets uniform. Well, he'll get 3 of his first 4 games at home, but it is an intimidating slate. You got Buffalo tonight. They go to Dallas next Sunday, followed by a divisional home game against the Patriots, a team that's had their number, to put it mildly. And then the Super Bowl champs come in week 4.
And don't forget, not far behind them, the Eagles in week 6. But I think that this is a great way to open for Aaron Rodgers. If you've ever wanted a challenge, this is it. And this gives him a chance to show the rest of the world he's still got it and is still an MVP in this league.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen running the option to the left. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swimming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Throwing is Allen on third. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bills. Nyheim Hines, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Hines now on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Still in the first half, but this offense is going not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon. And what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep. That's when you're in big trouble.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw. And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do? And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy. They're struggling with that so far. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles. And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving. And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either. Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime. And this returnable for Hines. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterback.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. And New York set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Allen running the option to the left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Hardman to return. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for... And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Conklin's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a 1st down.
Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. A toss running left. Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case,
back now here at MetLife Stadium. Throwing now is Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
that was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from home? He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams now with his second sack here on opening night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Ball start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Allen to throw once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Rodgers to throw on second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now Rodgers.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked out by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're hoping to discover how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And the Jets will take over. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down by 5. A little under 2.5 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here first and 10.
The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Caught. It's Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly blocked down. But a nice little gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw, Rodgers.
Fighting Hardman.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
To throw is Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. And we've reached the 1-minute mark
back in this game. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Rodgers to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off. Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Allen. That is incomplete.
Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to the final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes again.
And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. For all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 41 yards rushing for now at this point. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it. We just saw it there.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. The veteran who spent last season in Denver, it's Latavius Murray. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Murray running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Allen. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Allen. And Cook has it left side. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And boy, is for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. A pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here will be caught by Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game,
Let me fix my cheek real quick.